Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are back with the Acala tribal quests, because there's a rank up. Trna, leader to leader. Desiree, I'm glad to see you. Haven't made much headway on our Gajasura problem, but let me tell you about the rest of it. Like I said, no tearful reconciliation or nothing, but having folks of the Mayans given us peace of mind. If you know a little outfit in Kankana's contact, you've got every sort of adventure you could ever need. Ogul's been stopping by when she can too. She's gotten mighty good at riding. I think she's gotten the instinct of a racer. Once Ogul finds her groove, she's unstoppable. There's no doubt she's been setting a great example for our recruits. So much so that even my Radiant Host has been asking us for guardians and lookouts to patrol the roads. Works out in our favor, seeing as we'll be the first to know if Acala ever decides to... Boss! Right on cue. We just got word, a whole mob of Gajasura closing in on us, and I don't think it's cause they got wind of our deal on lasses or nothing either. We'll be here any moment, boss. What do we do? Yaza, go and find Ogul at Palaka's stand and have her report here. Then I want you to make the rounds and tell folks in this area to be on alert. For the hunch Acala's only after us, but just to be safe. Maru, I want you to keep up your maintenance on the carts. No need to panic, but if matters should run awry, I want everyone ready to leave, understand? Huh. I'm going to relay the situation to our friends at the Mayan. As for you, Desiree, I'd like you to go and graciously welcome our Gajasura guests. Any fights picked of you, you've got the permission to finish, but I don't want no blood on your hands. Don't mean to make things complicated, but that's how it's gotta be. I owe you one. Report back when you have a handle on things, yeah? Two. Guys, I surprised me of the situation. Came as quickly as I could. I'm glad I made it in time, but to think a whole horde of bloodthirsty Gajasura may not far behind. You're home. Conquest for Acala. Welcome back. As you can see, we're in a bit of a deadlock with our favorite Hippo enthusiast here. This is hardly the time to be glib, Trna, but rest assured that I'm prepared to do all that is necessary in self-defense, even if it should be a swift and decisive offense. Hold on a moment. I'm angry, Ogul. When I think about what Acala's stolen and who he's hurt, I start boiling like afternoon soup. But screwing him ain't gonna solve a bigger issue. I say we talk first. Sevi ain't so different after all. Okay. You're too weak for Acala. Leave. Leave, Hippos. Go! You want us to leave, Trna? But ain't an option, and you know that. You've got such a hankering for Hippo cards, there's another way. You could always join us. Me and my associates, me and my people, we built this place to welcome us when nowhere else would. So there ain't no version of this where we simply up and leave because you demand it. But you know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? You know what it's like to have no place to welcome you? To need to take care of your people no matter what. That's why I don't want to fight you. Your people no place for home, but you protect people. You, same as Acala. But Acala hit your people. Tell truth, you forgive no Acala. Like I said, I'm angry. No one messes with my family and gets away with it. That's why I want to settle things with you, leader to leader, fair and square. Acala is stronger than weak you. Acala win. Sure keen on violence, ain't you? When I say settle things, I'm not talking about a fight. I'm talking about a race on Hippo cards. If I lose, I swear on my honor as a racer that I agree to your terms. But if I win, you repent for what you've done and you join us. Peaceably. Deal? You fool, Acala win waste. Take hippos, take wagons. You can try. We start with waste from the harbor town right there. And ride the high road all the way up past the quarry further on. Agree. Acala wait at town, but Acala wait not long. Let's do this. Well, he was more reasonable than I expected, but lest he decide to perpetrate any knavery, I shall keep a sharp eye over him. I ain't gonna go back on what I said, but I really shouldn't have called Acala out like that. Of course I think I lose, not on your life, but we had to crawl our way up from being nothing but reckless misfits, and now that we've made something of ourselves, I'm gonna ride the high road and blow whatever respect we earn to the wind. What's done is done, I guess. Now we just gotta focus on keeping things fair. Don't want Acala working a verse around us, not when everyone's futures are at stake. Damn it all, how we are supposed to make this work? What if a race were a sanctioned event? That's genius, Desiree. An official Hippo race between the Acala and the Gajasura. That would be, well, legendary. If we do that, not only do we stay legitimate, but we'd be hosting an event that everyone can enjoy. Like a festival. I know I said our racing days were over, but this is going to be one for the chronicles. Desiree, I show you a race you'll never forget. Alright, I have Ogul smooth things over with a Radiant host, but my associates spread the word of our upcoming scurvy. Come and meet me in Yedlimat. Can't keep Acala waiting too long. Leave supervising Acala to me. Rest assured I shall not be fainting anytime soon. Mind over matter, as Grandma would say. Mind over matter. Always said the Radiant Host was a little perplexed, but they gave us their blessing nonetheless. Better to settle our differences peacefully, in their words. My associates are out gathering the locals, so let's talk terms with Acala while we can. You not ready? Acala ready. Acala no patience. Keep your armor on. We gotta wait for our audience to show up. Don't wanna start without our kinsfolk cheering us on, not do we? Kins? Race battle! Not show off, no kins. Come on, Acala, our kins are going to make sure both sides play fair. Besides, if you win, they'll officially be your kins, right? Fine, Acala accept kins. Speaking of which, I've got a proposition for you. Seeing as this race is going to determine the future of both our peoples, I'd like to declare it a cooperative effort. Only the two of us will be riding the track, of course, but my team is going to be backing me up from the sidelines. You're welcome to do the same if you like. Battle Acala win alone. Acala strong. Is that so? Alright then. Desiree, let's talk. We're kins. Acala ready to win. I think it goes without saying, but this race ain't just about the Hipporiders. The whole island and all the people on it are counting on us to win this. So here's my plan. I'm gonna give you a link pearl, like the ones me and my associates use. That way we can be in contact during the race. I have Maru and Gaza standing by at key points along the track so they can give you updates on our progress. I want you to use that information to advise me during the race. Sound okay? Not to lay on the pressure or anything, I take full responsibility for how I ride. But just in case I lose my head, I want you to keep me focused. Chief Strategist reporting for duty. That glasses emote. Thanks, pal. I'm counting on you. All that's left is getting Soria ready to run. Then there ain't nothing stopping us. She likes those bright colors. What do you reckon the chances are of a rainbow conveniently popping out of nowhere? If only. I made it, boss. Now what are you doing here and sweating like Ogul in that Gaja head? What happened? What's the matter? Nothing, boss. I brought you something for your race. Tower goes wild for bright colors, right? So I used some of our leftover gulal to make a rainbow. Just throw this and she'll perk right up for sure. If this ain't a sign from the divinities, I don't know what is, Maru. Maru, you hamsterhead. He really came through. We're gonna win this thanks to you. I saved this for just the right moment. Can't have the ground running too hard after all. Keep that in mind when you are coaching me. Pacing is important for a race this long. Anyway, go on ahead to the goal post over by the Giant Skull grounds. I'll see you when I bring home a victory. Maru, I want you watching the high road around the great work. I'll fill you in on the details by link pearl. I shan't be intimidated. I have cast all fear from my body now. It's time for certain. Yes, still the phobia. This is pretty bad weather for a race, you know? Having all this fog. I really hope Trna wins the race. And what teacher says if a Gajasura end up taking over Fafnir, we're all in trouble. I mean, I don't think they have a realistic chance to actually take over the island, but they're troublemakers, alright? Teacher, we're already over here. It seems the preparation of the goalposts are complete. Racers, are you ready? Citizens of Fafnir, I welcome you to the very first Hunnish Hippo hustle, representing the Akasodara and our very own Hipporiders, Trna. Representing the Gajasura, the mighty Acala. Racers, take your mark. Get set, go! Acala win! Run, run! Conquest for Acala! That Gajasura bastard pushing our precious Hippo that hard. So mad I'm sweating blood. The boss is eating dust, but the road's not looking too good up ahead. What's your call? Save your strength, the road's looking rocky. Right, reload fast. We're passing by the great work, and it looks like Acala's Hippo might be reaching its limit. Not surprising so hard he's pushing it. Chances are good Acala's not going to take much more of a lead, but it's your call. Hold steady till the final spot. Loud and clear. We bide our time for a grand finish. You, fast! More fast! Run, run, run! The two Hippo cars are hurtling toward the goal at breakneck speed. Give your final piece of advice to Trna for the win. Boss, give it everything you got. Ha! Been waiting for this. Get ready to see lightning. Oh yeah, let's go! One. Was it? Acala win? By Hippo's nose, the victor of the Hunnish Hippo Hustle is Trna. Acala lose. Why? You trick Acala? No, we didn't trick you. We just know more hippos, that's all. What they like, how much they can take. Hippos are living, breathing creatures, same as us. Having to run that hard for that long, all by pulling a heavy bloke like you, no mystery where a hippo melted its grease. Hippos slow because grease melt? Acala understand. And I did say that your people could support you during the race, but you insisted on riding alone. They're your battle brothers, ain't they? I bet they would have loved to help. I might be in charge, but if I've gotta rely on others to protect my people, I'm not hesitating. You can only do so much by yourself. By yourself? Of course, trusting folk enough to do that ain't exactly come naturally to me neither. Me and my people, we used to be nothing but a bunch of misfits. We didn't really belong nowhere, and no one really wanted us around in the first place. People like us ain't got a lot of options. You either escape by on the outskirts so that you ain't a bother, or leave for someplace new and hope you can prove yourself somehow. But it ain't gonna be like that. You can be you and still build trust and contribute something positive, however small. Misfits or no, at some point you realize that none of us are really so different. So I believe in you, Acala. I think if no good racers like us can turn things around, you and your people can too. You ain't gotta conquer nothing to protect your brothers now. A deal's a deal, right? Join us. Become a Hippo Rider and see where the card takes you. Acala, your words understand. Acala, you, not different. But Acala Gajasura, is bad. Our tribes may have differences, but as for you and me, that's just a racing rivalry now. And everyone watching saw how hard you were trying for your people. It might take some time, but I think you'll find a place here. So what do you say? Come back with us to Trna? Acala, accept. Acala lose race. Sad. But for Battle Brothers, new home. Acala protect brothers. So Acala glad. Much glad. Thanks for the stellar advice. Couldn't have done it without you. Ain't no way I was losing, but I'm glad this didn't end with Acala's people being chased off the island. It got a little tense when a bunch of Gajasura came walking in, bold as brass, but I explained the situation. Everyone's been good-hearted about it. Like I said, none of us are so different. But enough about that. People loved the race. When was the last time I rode like that? Wind against my face, crowd cheering me on. Now that I think about it, might have been a first. Next time a Hunnish Hippo rolls around, we should start it from Trna. Or finish it. Or both. Think of the traffic we get at the Mayhan. Who knew thinking up new ways to excite other folks could be so exciting? All of this is thanks to you, Desiree. I can't thank you enough. Alright, let's get to it. Our brand new racing gate ain't gonna build itself after all. In commemoration of a historic race between representatives of the Akasodara and Gajasura peoples, the peace thereby achieved, a gate has been erected in Trna. The Hipporiders' reputation has soared to legendary heights. Backed by their diligence and hard-earned skills, Trna and their associates will continue to spread joy throughout all of Fafnir. You achieve sworn reputation with the Hipporiders. You will receive an experience bonus upon completing the quest. You have wider selection of wares. And some of the Gajasura are standing around here. Can you please wear clothes? Okay, but I think I ended here, unless the Bloodsworn episode is very, very short, which I highly doubt, but it's a bit short. This will be the end of this episode. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are back with the Hipporiders for our last rank up here. Trna, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, Desiree. It's always good to see you. Hey. Nothing much to report, if you can believe it. Acala and the sports still have their challenges, but we're taking it slow and getting to know each other. They've certainly got their own style that some folks find surprising, but I figure so long as we reach an understanding somewhere in the middle, we keep getting along just fine. Luckily, all of Acala's battle brothers now have it on good authority that Trna's strong, so they listen to what I've got to say without a fuss. There's a sight to see around supper too. Not even Maru shovels don't grub with that much gusto. But they help out with work how they can, so I'm not worried. At least I wish I wasn't. See, I just got word that Kankana is on her way over. Apparently she's got something important to discuss. I'm sure it ain't bad, but just thinking about it has my knees shaking. Would you mind terribly if I ask you to sit in? Would be my pleasure. Thanks, Desiree. I can always count on you. She should be here soon. Trna, thank you for making the time to chat. I know you have quite a busy schedule, so I shall get straight to the point. About this land, I believe our terms were that I would lease you with space contingent on your profits, correct? Oh, there's no need to look so terrified. Everyone on the island knows just how hard you and your associates have been working. I had a feeling that you would take well to delivery work, but when I heard that you welcomed a group of Gajasura into your midst, well, the surprise wouldn't cover half of it. You've done what no Akasudara before could, and it's truly remarkable. After you've accomplished so much for your community, who would I be to come here and demand that you return this land? No, you have no need to worry. Seeing Gajasura perform honest work before my very eyes? I'd write home about it, but nobody back home would believe me. To tell you the truth, sometimes I can't believe it myself. We may have come from different places, but me and Acala and all our people share a lot of the same pain. None of us really know what to do with it. But now look at us, helping others like we've been helped ourselves, and doing a damn fine job of it. Passable anyway. That's thanks to you, Desiree, for helping out so much, and Kakana for believing in us and lending us with space in the first place, and Ogol for always being here in a pinch. Maru and Gaza, the rest of my associates, they've all been here with me, through every sort of thing you can imagine. Even Acala's been a big part of our journey. It's cause of everyone that we got this chance to see ourselves as something bigger than just misfits. So on behalf of all my riders, I truly thank you from the bottom of my heart. I still have the highest of hopes for you, Trna. You and the associates are no longer just delivering parcels and people after all. You're delivering hope and inspiration to all those on the island. Which brings me back to why I've come here today. I would like to gift you the deed to this land, Trna. Consider this my investment in a happy, healthy Fafnir. Continue building your business into something you feel truly represents the Hipporiders, and have been more than repaid. I believe that the people of Trna will bring us closer to the brilliant future we all hope for. Make us proud, Trna. Those words mean more to us than you'll ever know. Thank you. I promise we ain't gonna let you down. The Hipporiders, we're gonna deliver everyone straight to a better tomorrow. Now there's the enthusiasm I love so much. Here's to that better tomorrow and to seeing it with you. Now that we've got the future of a whole island loaded into our cards, I think it's about time to toss caution to the wind and ride like I never rode before. Are you sure? I've got so many ideas I want to try. Like, listen to this. Once Fafnarian tourism gets going again, we could do Hippo card tours. Take folks to see all the prettiest places. I've gotten so used to thinking up these sorts of ideas, but if you hadn't said what you did back then, none of us would even be here, you know? What, did you forget? You are the very first person who ever said that me and my Hippo cards could be something useful. It might have been a throwaway comment to you, but to me, to us it meant everything. Who would have thought that a handful of words could change the Hipporiders from misfitting racers to an independent business? Must be your own sort of magic, Desiree. But we'll be repaying your kindness every day going forward. You can count on that. Good. Alright, enough chit-chat. We've got goods to deliver, mouths to feed, drinks to pour, and most importantly, Hippo cards to write. You've achieved a Black Swan reputation with the Hipporiders. Good. And that is that for its tribe. Yeah, I think I hang it on. I still hang it on the last episode. Good. But until next time when we play more Final Fantasy XIV, amaze and don't get lost.